think I might have been a bit slower than you that time, for once.
Wow. It's not very often somebody's quicker than me.
Whee!
Rightio. Okay.
Right, before you cuss me out, welcome to episode 18, guys.
Oh, I was just about to do that. Welcome to episode 18.
Did you not trust me after last week when I completely forgot and it was about 20 minutes in?
Well, to be fair, I was so enraged about my Gingerhead TripAdvisor review that I was... The intro went straight out the window anyway.
All right, Ginger, let's calm it down.
All right. Ginger. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Episode 18.
Thank you for coming back and all that.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you give us a subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Leave us a comment if you've got any thoughts on what we talk about today.
Yeah.
How's thou?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I lost my rag with a sales call today at work. Yeah, so the utility contract must be up.
Oh, okay.
And so literally they're calling every 15 minutes asking to speak to the business owner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so, literally, they called up, one of my colleagues answered, and they were like, oh, he's not here, he's on his lunch break. Which was a legit, the boss was legitimately on his lunch break. Anyway, this guy was like, well, I can't take that from you, I need to hear it from him. And he's like, well, how can you hear it from him? He's on his lunch break. And my colleague was like, I'm going to put the phone down on you now because he's not here, he's on his lunch break. So anyway, he puts the phone down on him, instantly calls back. And I was like, let me take this. And instantly, I was like, hello, put me through to your manager. I am the line manager. I was like, okay, great. You are calling us every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You are disrupting us to be able to give our customers a good service. Yeah. You are impeding our ability to do our jobs. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
Well, I need to speak to the business owner. I don't care.
Yeah.
You need to leave us alone now. We know what you're trying to do. We know what you're selling.
Yep.
Leave us alone. He was like, are you someone who's involved in the business? And I was like, no, but the business owner, as you have already been told, is on his lunch break.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't take it. So I started to get a bit ratty with him. And then, but he turned it up himself because he was like, well, we're going to sue you. And I was like, sue us for what? And he goes, for non-payments. I was like, I thought this was a sales call. So how are you going to sue us for non-payments? And he goes, well, we're going to sue you, and then you're going to get fired because you're costing the business money. Brilliant. Fantastic.
I see your logic.
Bring it on. And he was like, well, we're going to sue you. And I was like, okay, well, we'll start logging every single call you make, and then we'll sue you for harassment. Oh, we're not harassing you. We're not harassing you. I was like, I think you are.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going backwards and backwards. I was like, you're based on commission, I'm assuming. So your job literally relies on however many calls and sales you can make, isn't it? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I am happy to run the clock out if you want me to. I am happy to sit here on this phone call till 5:30. Yeah. Do not try me, because you know me.
Oh yeah.
I will do it. I will do it. And he was like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You've got to put me through to the business manager. I was like, the business manager is not here.
Yeah.
It's like, how much plainer can I say this to you? What language do you speak? Because apparently it's not English. I mean, I didn't say this. This was all going on in my head. But I was like, he's not here. He's not here. Stop calling us. He's not here. You're trying to sell him something. You're calling him every 15 minutes. You're emailing him, and he's not replying. Ergo, doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
And the boss then came back in, and the whole office jumped on it. Like, Ben just told us. And I was like, wow. And then the boss was like, what happened? And I told him. He was like, fair enough.
Yeah, fair.
I just, but guess what?
What?
Didn't have a single sales call for us the afternoon.
Yeah, I bet. Funny that.
We'll see if we get one tomorrow. And I know they're trying to do a job, but at the same time, if someone tells you to go away...
Well, this is the thing, isn't it?
Go away.
If you know you're not going to get that business, why do you keep on calling them back? Try somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They probably just go to the next call, and then they call back 15 minutes later and try again, and 15 minutes later try again, and try again, and try again. But you know me. I am the youngest of 4 siblings. I know how to annoy.
Yes.
I am stubborn. I'm the youngest of 4 siblings. Do not try it. And as I said to him, I will wait this clock out.
Yeah.
You know.
You can tell me everything.
Yeah, you can tell me everything under the sun of how you're going to get me fired. Because the thing is, if they've recorded the phone call, fine. I don't swear. I don't get aggressive. I don't, I'm not sort of like attacking him in any way. I'm not verbally abusive.
Yep.
Fine. You try.
That's his problem, man.
Bring it. I'm ready. So yeah, that was fun. How about you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm obviously off work.
You are?
Had a chill couple of days, which has been nice, considering like the weekend going just before I finished was like really busy, and all I was really doing was running around. And
it's always really busy at your place, though.
Yeah.
What's new?
Exactly. We say this every week.
Yes.
It's always busy. But yeah, just pretty standard week. No complaints. No review. Oh no, actually, we did get a review.
About your ginger hair?
No, thankfully. Must have died at that day.
Yeah.
At a random like classic review. Well, it wasn't even a review actually. They sent in an email.
Ooh, okay.
Cool. Saying how they came, the service was first class, and the service was good and everything, but they didn't like this, they didn't like that, this was bad, blah 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 blah. Didn't enjoy this meal, that we thought this dish was weak, and blah 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 blah. But then fully admitted in the email that they didn't say anything at the time.
I mean, that's what the whole point of in hospitality, the check back is. You check back with the table to see if there's everything okay.
Yeah.
And that's your moment to say, no, everything's not okay.
Yeah.
Admittedly, when I used to work in hospitality, I used to wait until the whole table had their mouths full.
Yeah.
Because then, of course, they go, and you just go, great, fantastic, and you walk away.
Disappear.
Yeah. But I never said I was good at hospitality.
No, that's why you don't do it anymore.
I got out
amongst
of
other reasons.
Amongst other reasons, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just did the usual thing. Really sorry you didn't enjoy your meal and everything.
Unfortunately, we can't rectify it unless you say about it at the
time. Really wish you had said something. Blah 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 blah. And then he just sent me a snarky response back.
Oh, what did he say?
It was just being how, as the manager, it's my duty to apologise, which I did in the first sentence. You clearly did not read the email that I sent him.
Clearly not.
And just was like rattling off saying you're supposed to provide a first service, blah 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 blah. It was about. I mean, the dude wrote like a good couple of pages on both emails, and this was Sunday night. By the time he replied, so you know what I did? Just forwarded it to the owners. Just said, guy's clearly an idiot. I ain't gonna bother replying to him. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. If you want to reply, you can.
This is no longer my problem. So, I am officially clocked out for 2 weeks.
I am 2 pints down and still cleaning the bar up.
See, I don't know about you, but I'm really good at switching off. I'm really good at just sort of, right, it's not my problem anymore.
I mean, I used to be really bad at it.
You used to be terrible.
So bad at it. But I'm not anymore. These days, I'm very much just...
Well, of course, there was that one time at the Purple Hotel when I'd been on shift. I'd done, like, a 12, 13-hour shift. It was a long day. Yeah. And I went home, and I was back in at work the next morning. So I literally got home, had something to eat, and I was getting into bed. And I get a message from the manager at the time. Oh, we've just had a flood on the second floor. One of the guests is, like, run the bath, fallen asleep, and flooded the corridor. And I just put, well, sucks for you. And, and she wrote me up for it.
Yeah.
And I can remember sitting in the meeting, and she was like, that wasn't professional. You shouldn't have responded like that. And I was like, what did you want me to do? Oh, I wanted you to come in and offer help. And I was like, I'm sorry, as the general manager, did you not, were you not able to deal with a flooded hallway and everything? Oh, no, we dealt with it. It was like, so...
What was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Go there and, well done, guys!
Good work, team. I'm here for motivation.
Yeah. And she's like, well, you could have offered. I was like, I'd just done a 13-hour shift. I was back in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't offering shit.
Absolute cool.
Yeah. Now, if she had messaged, we've just had a flood. I'm struggling. Can you come in and help?
Yeah.
I would have been there. Okay, I would have grumbled about it.
Yeah. Nobody would have enjoyed it.
No, but I would have been there. But it was we've just had a flood. Okay.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Crack on.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do about it?
But this is the thing, isn't it? But that's just the sign of like poor management.
Oh yeah.
People just expect you to run towards danger, and they just stand behind.
No, and I will run towards danger on the clock.
Yeah. If I'm being paid for it, then
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, 100%.
But once I'm off the clock, sorry.
Absolutely not. I'm going to eat Domino's and go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's what I said.
Oh, this is when I lived in London. I lived above a Domino's.
I know.
It was torture.
I don't think I could have survived if I was you.
It helped that I didn't finish till 11 and most of the places closed at 11. That really helped. You know, generally, like for the Domino's, I'd have to order it at 10:30 and like leave a little note in the bit where they sort of give you the any allergies or anything. I would have to leave a note like, guys, I don't finish till 11, so I'm going to be like in there after you technically close. I'm sorry,
but please, I'm starving.
Please, I'm starving. You know, because I lived above a Domino's. I overlooked a McDonald's. There was a KFC, a Burger King, and a Greg's, all 2 minutes down the road.
They were just there. That was when I lived in Cambridge. When I was cycling home, not my first place. My first place had a Pizza Hut, a takeaway Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
But the second place that I lived in, used to cycle past the kebab shop on the way home. And of course, the kebab shop in Cambridge, but I opened until 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was always guaranteed food. I mean, it was crap food, but you knew that if you hadn't eaten properly all day, and you were just cycling along, and you go, oh, I could get a doner wrap and chips.
See, when I first joined the Purple Hotel, I worked in Bury St Edmunds, didn't I? And I lived in Felixstowe.
Yeah.
And there was a kid there who didn't drive and lived in Ipswich, so they always rotated him on the same shifts as I did, so I could drive him to and from work. And so I'd have to, driving home, drive past the McDonald's in Bury St Edmunds, fine, cool. My willpower's still good.
Yeah.
I'd have to drive past the McDonald's at Ravenswood to drop him off, and it's like, right, the willpower's starting to wane now. Yeah. And then I'd have to drive past the McDonald's in Felixstowe, and by that point it was like, fuck it.
I'm getting me a Mac.
I'm getting me some nuggies.
Ooh,
and it's off to Manningtree.
Ooh, do you think it's after this lorry in front of us?
No.
That'd be so cool.
No, it's probably actually going back onto the A14.
But
we'll see.
Wow, he didn't indicate.
Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I bet that lorry driver was shitting a brick. Oh, he is going down Manningtree.
He is going down to Manningtree.
Ooh, scandalous.
Well, it's not you, so we know you're not in trouble.
Got away with it again.
So we've just been to the cinema.
We have.
We went to see Champions.
Yes.
Which neither of us really expected much from.
Well, I don't know if I wanted to see the movie.
Okay, yeah.
But I do think it's one of those ones that you don't necessarily have to watch in the cinema.
No.
It's not like a Marvel movie. It's not like big and spectacular.
No.
But it was a very good film.
Yes.
It was nice and heartfelt.
Yes. It was a truly feel-good film.
Yeah. And I think that's what Woody Harrelson does best. He's kind of, don't get me wrong, he's played like the maniacs and the killers and everything. But I think genuinely he's like a nice guy and he's a funny guy as well, which I think works for like the characters that he plays. But yeah, great film. What do you think?
Is that your review? Is that it? You got nothing else to really say about it?
Well, I mean, we can. I didn't know if you want to. We'll flip back.
We'll flip back and forth.
Yeah,
we'll flip flop.
Yeah, we'll flip flop.
Okay.
We'll roll.
We'll pick and roll.
We'll pick and roll, man. We'll pick and roll. We're champions.
So I'm not a champion yet.
Oh, okay. Will you tell me about that?
Yeah. So once again, as I said, it was a feel-good film.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when we were looking at what to watch, I was like, you know what, I fancy a feel-good film tonight.
Yeah.
I really do. My lights have all flipped over, and I'm probably right in the dark right now. So I'm going to try and fix that whilst driving, which is all kinds of fun. Didn't work, but oh well. You know what it was? It wasn't an outstanding film. It didn't push any envelopes. It didn't try anything different or interesting or new. But it was a film done well.
Yes.
It was. If you want an example of a film, just classic film done well, it's a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a film that you can just sit there, switch your brain off, and enjoy.
Yeah.
The comedy had great timing in the comedy.
It was so fun.
Great acted.
Yeah.
Well acted. You know, good storyline. Like the I knew everything that was going to happen in the storyline but
Yeah.
because it was just so well done,
Yeah.
didn't upset me.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it was like what they say, like by the book, you know, by the numbers
Well,
kind of story.
My best way to explain it is Bake Off. Whenever one of the contestants says, "I'm going to do a Victoria Sponge," and Hollywood and Fruit Leaf are like, "With," and they're like, "With nothing. It's just a Victoria Sponge," and they go, "Well, if you're going to do something simple, do it right." And that was what this film was. It was simple, done right.
Yeah, definitely.
Pure and simple.
Yeah, I agree. And the fact that actually, I think the cast were very good. I think they all worked well together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for people that don't know, the premise of the story is obviously they're about mentally. What was the correct terminology that they used?
I think in the UK we say learning difficulties.
Yeah, we say learning.
They said something because of course it's based in America. They said something else.
Yeah, it was
because that did feel a bit weird to my ears. I was like,
But that's obviously what they used. But you know, it was about a group of young special needs kids that wanted to play basketball, and they were playing it because they enjoyed it, not really because they wanted to go far.
No.
But it was more the love of the game and being together and being a team, and I think it just worked well. They bounced off each other.
Yeah.
The standout is the female actress, the young
Constantina.
Yeah, Constantina. She was brilliant.
She was fantastic.
She was a little stick of dynamite. She was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed her.
Yeah,
I think they all did really well. Everybody played their part perfectly. What needed to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd highly recommend it to anybody. Like you said, you want a movie, you've had a really bad day or whatever. You know, you go home, stick something on to like brighten your mood up. That's the one.
Yeah.
It didn't even have many depressing parts.
No.
Because sometimes with
the feel-good films, it has to knock you down first. Doesn't it?
But it didn't even have that really. No. It was always just like laughing and
lighthearted.
Fun.
Yeah. Because what was the film with Olivia Colman in that I went to go see without you? Where it's just her and the kid, and they're in a car together.
Yeah, I know what one you're talking about. I'll get it up. I'll have a look.
Because that one styled itself as a feel-good film.
Yeah.
And I went to it going, I could do with a feel-good film. And then in the end, I was just like, meh. Did it make me feel good? Meh. Come on, look it up quicker.
The internet, right? Very good around here.
Yeah, but we've got Dead Space now. Can't have Dead Space. It's terrible.
Joyride.
Joyride. That's it. Of course, it was to do with driving.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. So
no, but I was really looking forward to it because I was like, Olivia Colman, great actress, feel good film, fantastic, great, and then it was just like meh. It didn't leave me feeling good, whereas this one left me feeling good.
Yeah, no, I don't dispute that.
So yeah, that would be what I say about this film,
and I agree.
Good.
I concur.
It's good that you agree.
Yeah,
because I'm right.
Right, okay. Right. So I was having this thought the other day.
Okay.
Change of subject.
All right.
I was doing me housework because obviously I'm off.
Yeah.
And so I was vacuuming the house, as you do.
Yeah.
And then it was like clogged up and everything. So I spent like 10 minutes cleaning it all out and cleaning the filter out and everything. And blah, blah, blah. And then I realised that actually vacuum cleaners are just pointless.
Explain.
Because you clean the dust, okay, and then you clean the thing that cleans the dust.
No, I'm not. The vacuum cleaners are basically supposed to just collect the dust easier than a broom and dustpan and brush would.
But then, do you remember? Do you remember? Did one of your grandparents? I feel like it's a very grandparenty thing. But it used to be like a vacuum cleaner, but it was just on like a metal stick. It didn't have like a bag, and you just like run it over things to pick up like if you drop like cereal. You know what I mean? It's almost like a vacuum cleaner, but it wasn't like a plug-in, and it was just a manual thing. And as you move the wheels, it spin the spindle and would clean. I feel like one of them would actually probably do.
Well, get one then and find out.
I might, but I just felt like when I was doing that, I was cleaning. Maybe it's just because I got a crap Hoover.
Could be.
But then I found that the way it was, it just collected everything poorly, and therefore I had a bad experience vacuuming.
Oh no.
But
First world problems.
yeah, it was.
With a terrible experience of vacuuming.
I nearly fell over my dining table doing my vacuuming.
Why?
I don't know. I was just vacuuming.
Were you so shocked by the lack of vacuum, the lack of suction?
Yeah, something like
You need
that.
to get yourself a Dyson. Because they don't lose suction. Not a sausage.
Not
You remember that advert?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Fucking hell, that's cool, Mac.
I don't know about you, but me and my parents, we quote adverts to each other.
Yeah, well, we did maybe like the big ones.
Like, we don't quote TV shows, we quote adverts.
Yeah.
Go Dyson. Doesn't lose suction. Not a sausage. Or it's like, remember that Curry's advert where the kid's like, Dad, what can I get for 50p? And then as they're like packing the TV into the back of the car, someone walks past and he goes, 50p.
What an advert. What an advert.
Or was it the bird's eye fish? I ate fish.
No, I don't remember that one.
Oh, that's what are we having for tea tonight, Mum? Fish. Fish? I ate fish. I think that's bird's eye, but I'm not entirely sure.
Don't know that one. Don't remember that one.
But yeah, we quote adverts to each other because we're weird.
I think everybody quotes adverts.
Could be. I mean, that is a sign of a good advert, isn't it? That you
Yeah.
quote it.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
As,
The memory factor. Not
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
I can't think of the right word.
No,
I can't
it's
think of the right terminology for it.
But it's like, because adverts are either weird,
Mm-hmm.
or they're catchy, or they're just bland.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, 50p is my favourite one. So.
50p's a classic.
And I want to know if like other cultures do this. You know, because like, have you seen YouTube like channels where they like they react to adverts and everything? It's like an American people reacting to a British TV show, adverts and everything. And it's like, do the British people react to our American TV adverts? Are they as weird? Do they get quoted by people? Comment down below. Do you quote adverts to each other?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Because I feel like it should be a universal thing.
Should be. But then again, it's going to die out with everyone just skipping ads on YouTube, you know.
Don't get me started on YouTube ads.
Oh, you get a raw deal on YouTube ads, though.
I do not know why.
I don't either. But your personal channel, you get like what, 3-4 ads per video?
Yeah, and like in like a 10-minute video.
Yeah. And then you'll get ads in the middle of the video as well.
All the time.
I don't understand it.
And I always get the unskippable ads.
Yeah.
YouTube. Why me?
What? Yeah.
It's not fair.
Because I don't get barely if any ads.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I have noticed actually
yes.
that I do tend to get more adverts when I'm watching YouTube on my TV than I do when I'm watching it on my phone.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's something to do with my TV, maybe.
Could be. Because I was about to say I watch YouTube through my PS5.
Yeah.
So,
maybe I'll start doing that.
or maybe I'll swap it to my TV, see if I get as many ads as you.
Maybe.
But yeah, whenever I come around to yours and we're watching YouTube, it's just like, oh my God, there's so many ads.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely mental.
But
Yeah, YouTube, what gives?
yeah, what gives you the ads? I know that's how you make your revenue, but still.
Yeah.
If we were getting ads and we were getting revenue, then I'm all for it. But we're not. So we have to have
Not yet. It's time.
As we're a bit of a way away.
Bit of a way away.
So, yeah.
So, did you want to drop into the Glove Compartment of Topics? Just for, a couple minutes.
We've got a bit of time.
Got a bit of time. See what we can get. Come on, pick something good.
That's what I'm hoping for. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Prostitution!
What's that supposed
That's
to
an
be?
I.
Oh, it looked like a Z.
I mean, yeah, I was doing
Appalling
it
handwriting.
with a Sharpie pen. Prostitution.
Prostitution.
Now, this
Right, well, we'll start with you.
Yes, we'll start with me. Have I?
I assume.
I'm trying to think. That's the concerning thing. It's like, have I done something? I mean, it depends what you define as prostitution. If you're giving out sex for a service, is receiving food a service?
Because if it is, then I have slept with many. Women take that as payment.
Yeah, they do. And to tell you what, so do men. Like, I don't know why I put that in there. I was just like, fuck it.
I have never, ever.
That's why I put it on there, to get that on record.
I've never done it. There's been times when I've contemplated it.
There's been times when I've contemplated it for you as well.
Fuck you! Wow! You bastard! Rude.
Yeah, there's been times when I've like messaged a few people like, guys, can we pull some money together?
Didn't realise you guys had group chats without me.
No, you got added to it, unfortunately, so I can't talk about you anymore.
Nice.
Yes, neither have I. Would you do it though? Not
Wait.
not would you pay for it?
Would I be one?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't think I'm in. I don't think I'm top tier enough to warrant to be paid for it.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you're gonna be doing that, you can't have a bad day.
No.
Because if you have a bad day, they're gonna ask for a refund. And sorry, no refunds.
So you're not worried about them leaving a bad review, telling their friends and family.
It's fine.
When someone has a bad experience, they always tell 10 people, not with prostitution. I don't think they're telling anyone.
Is there a such thing as prostitution TripAdvisor?
Right. This is where you're going to be disgusted by the gay community.
Oh, I don't know where this is going.
There is an app called Fab Guys.
Oh my god.
It's basically another gay version of Tinder.
All that malarkey.
All that malarkey. But you can leave reviews for the guys on there.
I don't need that.
I think it's supposed to be like harmless, like don't trust this guy, he will never reply, or you know, that kind of thing. But of course, naturally, the gays being the gays
have taken it to
gay TripAdvisor, and it's literally, you know, 5 out of 5, great shag, 5 out of 5, would fuck again. Yeah. Before you ask, I do not have it. Purely because I don't think my ego could take it. 3 out of 5! 3 out of 5! You fucking...
I gave you the best blowjob of my career!
Exactly! I tried my hardest!
Clearly it wasn't hard enough.
3 out of 5, is that as many inches as you could get?
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got it in me to be one.
No, neither have I.
I'd
be, because you know me, everyone always claims that I'm too picky, and so it'd be like people would message me, go, "Oh, can I hire you?" I'd be like, no.
That's the thing. I haven't really got. You're turning down money.
Exactly. I'm not businessly minded enough to go, "Oh, yes, well, I need."
Yeah. And then can you imagine if you ended up with somebody that you really didn't want to see again? If somebody
someone hired you that you hadn't. Yeah.
No, not even that. Do you remember your test? Where this? Did you have the same manager?
No. What?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy then.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the wrong guy. You'll have to remind me of Tesco Man.
Okay, well, but either way, he was a guy that you were trying to bin off.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Can you
imagine if, like, he hired you? Could you imagine? Yeah?
Yeah. No.
Exactly. That's why I couldn't do it.
No. Yeah, no. I would be too, like, sort of, no.
Sorry.
You know, you may want to pay 10 grand, but I'm not interested.
The money would be great.
The money would be great, but no, I'm not that desperate. So
final thoughts?
Champions, good film. Good, feel-good film.
Definitely
nice, easy watch.
Support it. Because it probably won't get much.
No.
What did we talk about?
Don't bother trying to make a sales call to me.
Oh, yeah.
No interest. And I am stubborn enough to see that out.
As well as salesmen just know when to give up.
Yeah.
There's being stubborn and there's being silly. Yeah. We don't think we can do prostitution.
And Paddy needs to get a better vacuum.
Paddy does need a better vacuum. If anybody's got like a top of a range vacuum going for free, I'll take it.
For 50p.
For 50p. 50p.
50p.
Well, on that note.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
All
Tell
that
us,
jazz.
your opinions on prostitution.
And have you ever?
Have you ever?
Would you ever?
Any gay guys on here on Fab Guys, please tell us your experience, because like I said, I have not used it.
Yeah. And please don't, because I don't need those messages at 2 o'clock in the morning with you going, I just got a 3-star.
Oh my god, you'll never guess what this guy said about me. It was terrible. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.